The ICEVI, the Nippon Foundation Mathematics Package for Teachers video series, Abacus as a Mathematical Tool. Title of the video: Addition of Fractions, Adjustment of Values at the End. Example: 1 by 4 plus 3 by 8. In the addition of fractions, we normally take the least common denominator to carry out the additions. In the example, 1 by 3 plus 2 by 5, we take the denominator 15 as the least two-digit number, which can be divided by both 3 and 5. Unlike this example, let us take 1 by 4 plus 3 by 8. Here, the number 8 is the least common denominator, as it can be divided by both 4 and 8. What will happen in case the child simply multiplies the two numbers of the denominators and proceed with the problem? It will not affect the calculation, but dealing with the least common denominator simplifies the addition process. Let us assume that we simply multiply 4 and 8 and take 32 as the common denominator. Set the denominator in the extreme right of the abacus. That is, place 3 of the common denominator in the tens column and 2 in the units column. Now take the first fraction, it is 1 by 4. Set the numerator 1 in the extreme left of the abacus. Skip one column to the right of it and set the denominator 4. By keeping your left hand on the 4 and right hand on the common denominator 32, ask how many 4s in 32? By saying 8, you clear 4 and set 8 there. With this 8, multiply the numerator 1. You have to set 8 in the section meant for the numerator. That is in the fourth column from the extreme right of the abacus. Now clear the numbers set in the extreme left. After clearing, set the second fraction in the extreme left of the abacus. That is, your numerator of the second fraction 3 should appear in the first column from the extreme left and the denominator 8 in the third column from the extreme left. By placing your left hand on the 8 and right hand on the 32, ask how many 8s in 32. By saying 4, clear the 8 and set 4 in the same column. Now multiply 4 and 3, which is 12, and add the number 12 with the value 8 in the numerator section. Add 1 in the higher column and add 2 with 8 in the lower column. As you can't do that, add 1 in the higher column and clear 8 in the lower column. You get the value 20. At this stage, check the numerator and the denominator sections. The addition value is 20 by 32. This is a proper fraction, but we can note that both the numerator and denominator are divisible by smaller numbers. To reduce the number to lower denominations, the simplest method is to divide both numbers by 2. When we do so in the first stage, we will get 10 by 16. Again, both the numbers are divisible by smaller numbers. We can again divide by 2 and we get 5 by 8. That is, we get 5 by 8. Therefore, the answer is 5 by 8. In case the child is comfortable with the multiplication tables, the numbers of the fraction 20 by 32 can be divided by 4 straight away, which will give the result as 5 by 8. Therefore, not taking the least common denominator is not going to affect the calculation, but we have to do adjustment at the end. It is usually advisable to take the least common denominator before proceeding with the fraction addition, but the child should be aware of the fact that proceeding with the problem without taking the least common denominator is also not going to affect the result.